I suppose we better ask the barman if we're allowed to stay here for the night after just messing this bar.
And we have to clean the bodies, remove them.
I will go up to the barman.
I expect a heavy discount for protecting his property.
Well, yes. Do you say that as I'm walking away? I go up to him and what happens now? We're new in this city. We've already been warned off by the guard about causing trouble. We have already found out that some of the town guard are paid off by these rats, is what I've heard they've been called.
And the barman's down behind the bar, and he's crouched down behind the bar, and he's kind of rocking back and forward like this, and he looks up at you, and he says, "You can stay here all you want. You can honestly, you can have the rooms for free.
That is
Finally a small piece of luck.
that is very kind. We don't. If the guards are in these gangs' pay, it's not going to be easy to dispose of the bodies.
Maybe we give our friend here the sword, tell him to take it back, claim all the reward for himself, not having to share with any of his colleagues. He can make up some story about how he was so brave and fended everyone off, and leave us time to search the city and find the best way we can get in."
Barman, what's your name? I can't keep calling you sir or barman.
My name's Henrik.
Henrik.
Yeah.
You're safe now.
Oh,
For the moment.
you did a good job, like.
But I need to know, what do we do with these bodies?
You got to do the rituals, or you.
Jesus.
The best thing to do is go talk to Elias.
Who?
Elias. He's the head of the monastery. It's on your map. I'll show you where it is. And
So
he's gonna write the location of the temple on the map.
So what you're saying is everybody who dies arises from the dead. We're in the middle of a shitstorm.
We just walk out of the city. Probably walk out of the city and bump into Darren again.
By the way, Crank, the barman didn't hear you say that because you're too far away from him.
Henrik, the halflings mentioned they were here to take a sword from you. Something they think is special.
Oh, she got the message then.
Why?
Interesting response.
Yeah, Colton, you're coming up with me.
Look, the sword ain't here.
The sword is not here.
No.
Where is it?
There isn't a sword.
So it's all built on lies?
Why?
Yeah, because somebody is wanting to get me. Because he's pissed off, right? He's pissed off that I've been taking his customers.
And which customers, which person is this?
Ugh, it's one of the other innkeepers.
Which inn?
So he's. Let me get this straight. He has basically put out a rumour saying you have a legendary sword. Then get all these rats out to come and break up your establishment and kill you. Is that about right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's been going on for months. It's been a bit of an old tit for tat, you might say.
Okay, who is this other person?
He's the owner of the Jumping Fish.
There's another inn.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of inns in this town.
Oh,
I didn't know about that. So,
I'll show you. Give me your map. I'll mark it on your map. And he marks it on your map.
Yeah. Do you have a sword?
Do I have a sword?
An old sword?
No, I don't think so. No, I wouldn't have a sword.
The little man had one of the swords. Maybe we can cast a spell on it and make it look like it.
She'll see through that immediately. She's not stupid.
Oh, is she a sorceress herself then?
Nobody really knows, to be honest.
Okay,
She's wily.
Leandra, could you bring Leandra Crank? Leandra, bring the goblin up. Closer. Not the goblin, the halfling. Sorry.
The halfling closer.
Up to the bar, so we're all together.
Oh, sure. I cannot bring him with me, I'm afraid.
Hey, he goes.
Sure.
Right.
He's going up to the
A question for you. When Are you due to report in at any time? Is there a specific time frame for this felony which you've been committing?
No, oh God, it hurts. Oh.
Could I will just get some. Hang on, I've got to check what.
And he looks at. He's holding his side and he says, Rogan, I repent, Rogan. I'm sorry for my sins.
How do I believe that? Over and above all the pain that he's in.
Do you believe him? Roll a, I don't know, insight, maybe? Yeah, he sounds pretty legitimate. He's got tears coming down his face.
Okay.
And
I put my hand on his shoulder.
Yeah.
But not tightly, but not in the soreness that I was doing before. And I look him down. I come down to his level. Bloody hope somebody searched me. And kind of look at him straight in the eye. What would happen if you went back with a sword that you got from here?
And he's kind of, he's still holding his side, and he's like,
and I start I'm actually probably going to, I start muttering something under my breath, except he'll feel something, but nothing, basically as though I'm about to cast Cure Wounds.
Mm-hmm.
So, Leos in the guess. But not actually throw the spell or anything at the moment.
Right.
Okay, what happens if you take a sword back and you say that you have taken it from here?
What'll happen? She'll take it, but I don't know if I'm strong enough to lie to her like that. She'll see through me. I can try, but
you've got a sword. You said you can. That's what you've lifted. You took it from under the bar.
Did I?
If he fails this lie, we are done.
I know. Anyway, do you know what sort of sword it was?
Yeah, it's a long sword, and it's got a solid gold hilt on it, and there's well,
I can't do that then.
They say it's solid gold, but I reckon it's just
but nobody's
plated.
Seen it.
No, well,
Well,
I don't know if anyone's seen it or not. We know what it looks like. We've seen pictures of it, but the historians, they embellish things, don't they? You can't always believe what you read in the history books.
May I ask, how old is this lady that you speak of?
Oh, Meg?
Yes.
I don't know. She's probably, I don't know, maybe...
She's that old?
I don't know. I reckon she's seen at least 40 winters.
does she have magic?
She's a vampire.
She's not a vampire.
Oh, that's not...
She's probably a necromancer. Necromancer.
Oh, I wish there was a way of squeezing a little bit of magic into the person without fully throwing off the spell.
Colton, haven't you got any magic?
Oh, indeed.
Any magic that works, should I say?
You got some holy water?
Meow!
Can I...
You need me to... Let's just walk away a moment, just so that he
okay.
can't hear our conversation.
Yeah. I just...
Do you need him to feel as if magic is being cast upon him? Are you looking for a placebo, essentially, for him to... Okay, I can... That is something I can do.
I don't want to...
If we find out his...
I think he's as genuine as...
Let's try this.
He's been trying to... I don't know whether we should let him go back. Does he go back with a sword he found at the inn?
I don't think he's strong enough to lie to her.
But he's not going to lie. He found a sword at the inn.
She can read his mind.
Here's what I think.
I need to know that whether this Meg has magic or not.
Whether she does or not, he is not a good enough liar to see this through, and he will crumble and he will betray us. There is no doubt in my mind he is not strong enough to carry this off.
Is there any way you can cut his face off and stick it on someone else? And pretend, as a mask?
Oh my god.
It's an interesting
And you
idea.
thought I was cruel by
So-
just end
Well-
his life.
He has said he just pulled this off.
Pull his
Let's
face.
try and stabilize him. We can probably get some bandages to wrap up his wounds.
Yeah.
I can make it feel like he's been healed, and we can at least stop any more blood seeping out of him. And we'll decide.
I was just thinking of putting pressure on.
Oh, Goblin. I have an idea. Goblin has an idea. What about wrapping his face up in bandages so you can't actually see his face? Wear his clothes and then pretend you are him. Now, Colton, you would have to be him, of course, because you're the tall one.
We do actually have a halfling in the party. You're aware of that, aren't you?
Oh, of course you are. Yes, you are. You're a gnome. So
Yes.
Halfling as well.
There's a slight difference between the races, but
yes, I do apologise. I forgot. I was behind the bar. I didn't see you there.
Let's try and at least stabilize him, and we'll go from there.
Well, I mean, we're going to have to.
So I pick up a bottle to stabilise him and whack him over the head with it. Yes. Oh, I thought you stabilise or.
Stabilize.
He's,
I haven't hit him. I haven't
he's
hit
really-
him. I was-
he's really bleeding out now, and he's muttering and he's beseeching Rogan to take him to the Underdark now because
let's see if
he
we
just
can-
wants to die, and he's blood's gushing from him, and he's like,
Can we try
Right, can I
and
go
bandage him
back?
up?
Put pressure on the wound.
I want to know what kind of spell they're using to keep them not from becoming whatever, half dead, half
Ritual.
alive.
I mean,
Zombie.
burial rituals, yeah.
Do you want me to stick my fingers in the holes?
That's came out so weird. What?
I basically put pressure on the wound.
ah!
I'm
He
gonna,
says,
I'm gonna do.
"Ah,
I'm gonna do
Rogan,
minor
he
illusions to
says-
make him feel like he's being.
Rogan,
Yeah.
Rogan, I come to you. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm sorry."
Cure wounds.
And he dies.
Cure wounds.
Oh,
He's dead.
I said cure wounds before that.
Dead.
He's dead. He's dead.
Now we have
And,
to. Oh, it shoots pockets.
You you will take 1 point of psychic damage.
Oh,
Again. Why? What is up with these people?
Because they're all
And
possessed.
the barman grabs his head and he goes, "Ah! For Rogan's sake, why didn't you keep him alive? He repented."
And now they know where we are. Alright, we can't sleep here.
Oh, yes. Yes, we
Mistress Ranger, I wonder if I could trouble you for some healing myself.
I have one left.
Do we have to take one damage point off?
Yes.
Yes, please, all of you.
Well, I'm okay. I'm doing alright.
Oh, that's all right.
If it makes,
Yeah,
Jeez.
I'll cure wounds on you.
Thank you.
I put my hand on your shoulder. Oh.
Leandra, how many points have you got left? You're about 4, aren't you?
I have 8.
Oh, you're on 8. Oh, that's great. You got healed. That's okay.
So I have now 7.
If you sleep in the tavern, we'll heal overnight, won't we?
Yes, but we have to deal with these corpses and get them to the monastery, or at least get a priest to
Oh.
do it.
Oh, of course we do.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Because-
Sorry, Ashan. Sorry.
I should have healed him. I'm a bit angry with myself for letting
It's-
us go on.
It's
I
not
s-
your fault.
I
It's
s-
not your fault. We're still learning how to work with each other, and
Exactly. Does that mean I can take? Can I take my fingers out of his wounds now?
Yes!
Okay.
please do. Yes.
Can I search the body? Maybe something is on
Good
him.
idea, Mistress. Yes, let's see if there's at least something to be salvaged from this debacle.
Sorry.
Henrik,
Oh.
yes. And he's kind of holding his head. He's like, "Yeah."
Are you okay? I can't help but anyway. Do you have someone that can run to the monastery, the Temple of Rogan, to get a priest?
No. I work here on my own.
Well, servicing is terrible this evening, isn't it?
Hey!
If I remember rightly, when we was in the woods, we burnt the bodies, and those creatures came out when the bodies were burning. Yes.
Yes.
So wouldn't it make sense that we burn the bodies to, I don't know, maybe get rid of the evil? No, that doesn't work, does it?
No, I don't.
Let's ask the barman.
Yeah.
Barman,
Maybe they have to have last rides.
if we set fire to them, is that cleansing fire? Is that as good as a ritual, or do we need to go through this whole rigmarole?
Look.
I can do a goblin dance.
You have to look. You have to do the flames of Rogan. Okay. You have to remove the brain. You have to burn the brain. Then you have to bury the body and scatter the seeds, the poppy seeds. Elias is your best bet.
But can't we go back to that house and grab those poppies?
We can.
They had poppies outside the house, didn't they?
Yeah.
What's the time frame, Henrik? We're new to this. We don't.
So somebody.
Look, I don't know much. I don't know much about it. I really don't know much about it.
But listen up. I'm not going to cut his head open and burn his brains out. It's disgusting.
None of us like doing that. That's why we talk to Elias.
I'll chop his
Perhaps
head off.
one of us perhaps should go up and try and convince this priest to come back.
Not
whilst
one of
the
us.
rest
Two or three of us. What's the rest?
Well, I look like a devil, so it's not smart I would do it. With my big horns on my head.
Fine.
Henrik, could I have another glass of your cider, please?
he puts it on the bar and he says, "There you go."
If you want to, I can come with you guys, but I'm afraid if he sees me, he's gonna try to remove any spirit out of me.
Perhaps myself and Mariana could see if we can get the priest to come down here whilst the rest of you rest and maybe make some preparations about what we can do next.
Sounds like fun.
That is fun, chopping people's head off.
Well, I'm not. That's not up to us. That's up to the priest.
Yeah, let's get a professional to do these things.
Alright, then I'm gonna loot the corpses. That's one thing.
Loot and Henrik, do you have some sheets that I can wrap the corpses for the time being?
Yes, I've got plenty of sheets. I'll
No!
go and
Is there
get them for you.
Is there a cellar that we can lock them up and throw away the key? If they come to life, they're locked up in the cellar. That's it.
You're not using my cellar.
Of course we are going to use yours.
Oh, my stock's down there.
Yeah,
All the
Henrik,
cheese will go off.
No, it won't. Henrik, you'll be safer down there if you get visitors, unless you locking up early.
And if you don't let us, we'll put you down there too.
What?
No, we're not going to put him in there. Nobody is going to put a living being
You know
among
what?
the walking
I
dead.
don't think. I don't.
Did I say that out loud?
Yes, you did.
Love it. Never mind.
Let's get the priest. Let's do this all properly, shall we?
Go get the priest, and
The
we are
priest
going to
won't
try.
come to you.
Oh,
He won't come to you. Elias. He's a funny sort. Is that Elias? He won't come to you.
How would
we
he come?
Take the bodies to him?
Oh God!
Well, it'd be a good idea to get him out of my inn. So yeah, maybe.
You're in, as you said.
I want them out of my inn. Look, they're bleeding all over my floor.
Well, yes, indeed. And we saved your life. You don't seem entirely grateful for that at the moment.
Where's a poor horse with the rack with that card behind it? We're gonna fill it up with bodies.
It's through the town we've just arrived in.
What about Mariana turning back into wolf form and eating all the bodies?
No!
I can only do that
Disgusting.
once I get a short rest. Or
Oh, okay. It's just, I was thinking if you've eaten them, I don't know how that works, whether they can turn, or you get attacked by giant turds or something. I don't know. But You just don't know these days. Turds come back to life.
Right.
I mean, we're not going to. The guards are paid off by these people
That we've just killed.
that we've just
Yeah.
killed
All of
because they attacked us first.
Maybe they have a bag of gold on their
I
body,
don't-
so we can
I
pay the
don't-
gold.
I don't.
Do they have any money on them?
I have no idea. I didn't loot
Oh yeah,
yet.
do they? Yeah.
them. Do you loot?
May loot?
I don't know how sound, and I look at Henrik because I'm saying this out loud. I don't know how sound Henrik is. We've just saved his. I'm not going to say the word.
Life.
Well, yeah. Well, his whatever. Who's to say? I mean, we're in a town. We're strangers. Anybody could turn on us.
Yeah, even the corpses. So we have to
We could
move
turn on each other
fast.
for all we know, but
Do
at least we've got each other at the moment. At least we know
Yes.
kind of each other.
yeah. Do can I ask the barman a question, please? Could you when these corpses come back to life, elves, do they come back as the corpses back to life, or are they physical, or are they ghost? Is it a physical? Is it a physical presence, or is it a ghost type creature? Because of course you must know, being the barman, of course, and you know all that.
Being the
Know everything
barman.
because you got barman, yeah.
Well, look, he shivers. He's like, no, it happens at night. You bury a person, and if you don't do the last rites, in the next day or the next week, the grave's empty, and we don't know. I've heard rumours of people getting attacked by them, but I don't know. They seem to be drawn
Wait.
away. I mean,
It's a hoax.
some people have
what's
seen
the
kids go with them,
We
but
could just take them back to the dump them outside the drunken tavern late at night. Drunken bugbear.
Yeah, we leave them at the other tavern, and if they get awake,
just
they
so-
clear it out for us.
I was thinking if they come back as physical forms, our best bet would be to cut their legs, arms, and heads off, and put them in separate baskets, and then put them in each side of town, because they're not gonna get back to each other, are they? And then we'll be safe-ish.
Ish. Can we not leave them at their own place, like where they came from?
The drunken
And we-
bugbear.
Yeah, we put them in the front gate or at the back door, and if they crawl back where they belong, they eat their own.
The plan does have some merit if we do it correctly.
We can use the cart to take the bodies there.
They do our work. We don't have to do a thing, just watch and wait. See what happens. Done.
Rudolph. Well, personally, I don't know. Maybe we need to sleep on this and decide in the morning.
I am not gonna sleep with these corpses. If they're gonna get awake,
Oh, that'll be fine.
Well, we could get them if we put them in the cellar.
yeah, that's what I was thinking, but he didn't want to ruin.
Well, the barman doesn't want to ruin his kegs of mead.
Well,
And he
if it
really
wants to
sits
put in
with
kegs of
me.
mead, we could walk out of here and walk out of the city and just go. Sorry, Claire.
It's fine. The Henrik is listening to this, obviously, and
Yeah.
he says, "You know what?" He says, "Look, all right, it's getting late. I was going to close up anyway. So
Do we trust Hedrick, though?
you can put them in the cellar, but you make sure that you get rid of them first thing in the morning."
I said first
Oh,
thing,
sure.
be up quite early. Get-
Splendid idea, yes. Let us,
I think I'm talking to you quietly now, away from Hedrick's ear, and I say I don't trust the barman. I think we need to tie him up too and
No.
gag him, because we will wake up in the morning and we'll have 100 guardsmen waiting for us.
I agree that I
I
don't
agree.
trust
Let's
anybody.
do it.
But maybe set a watch on him rather than tie him up. We need to at least try and, we could be here for some time. I'd rather we had a good relationship.
This whole town gives me the creeps, and I'm a goblin, so that's not good.
That says a lot.
No, I mean, if this barman's saying things, how do we know he's not one of them?
Oh, quite. We don't know him at all.
No.
Let's set a watch on him overnight, shall we?
Henrik, when these dead come back, can they talk?
Nobody gets close enough to them to find out. They're terrifying.
Alright, when can we lock them up?
Is we dump them.
Dump them.
Sod the ritual. Just dump them. Deal with it when it happens. At least we get to see what happens when it happens.
The only thing I would say is there are innocents out there.
Or we find the guard jaunty. Mabel seemed to think he was a good one.
Police would just come here and sort it all out for us. It's so easier.
You said a week before they become alive.
A day to a week before the grave.
Oh, I didn't realise that. No, well, that's not a problem then. We can go and have our sleep, and they'll still be dead when we get up.
Yes, exactly! Please, can we lock them up now? It's taking too long. I'm afraid they will get up and grab us. I'm already half dying.
Yes, I think we're all right, aren't we? Perhaps now is the time to rest and let's clean up this mess in the morning.
I order some limes and some juice, and I make Tule's character. Was it Leon?
Yeah,
Leandra.
Leandra.
A goodberry daiquiri.
That's sweet.
That's 10 points.
Aw, and drink it up.
Is that a healing potion?
More or less, yeah.
I feel so much better. 10 points?
You need one too?
I'm cool. I'm alright.
That'd be the way to do it. We can get these bodies to the priest if Mariana can do this.
It's healed up.
She's got the facilities here.
We can go now.
What's the sort of time?
It's starting to get quite late now. He's got to close up shop. It's getting dark.
If we take these to the priest now, will he perform the ritual? Do you know?
I don't know. He's a will unto his own. That boy. I don't know. He might do. He might not. He might refuse to do it altogether. But I doubt it.
What happened if we just left the bodies at the temple gate?
Mariana, thank you by the way for the very nice. It helps a lot. Thank you. Oh
okay.
God.
We're overthinking.
Yep.
That does tend to be
We're doing the.
Let eat more food until the cellar is empty. Throw those damn bodies in. Go to sleep, and see if the bodies are still not awake, and go to the priest.
Agreed.
Good.
All right. Henrik kind of says, "Well, I would rather keep those bodies in my cellar than have you dump them in the middle of town.
Great.
So here's the keys, and take him to the cellar."
Oh, I'm sorry. You want us to do this?
I'd rather throw them in.
I think we can do that.
What was that? Sorry, Sean?
I said Colton. I think we can do that. Oh,
If you insist.
Yeah. So look at this. Can I go? Okay, keys to the cellar. Go down to the cellar. Can I have a good scout around the cellar to have a look for anything? I don't really know that much about cellars, but I'm just looking to see if there's any other way in.
Mariana, can you sniff out maybe if there's something in the cellar that we don't know of, like somebody still walking around there?
I can try.
That would be cool.
And Henrik says, "Listen, guys," he says, "there is nothing in my cellar apart from some wheels of cheese, my nice mead, and some coal for my fire.
Got to finish my cheese.
That's it. That's all that's in there.
Okay,
just trust me."
Okay. and drop the bodies there.
Trust anybody.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I still want to have a good look around to see what I can see in the cellar in case there's any kind of. Try not to mitigate.
Okay, so
I don't know what cellars are like, but I just feel that any
Let's
room
drop
should have another way out. You know what I mean?
Cellars normally have a
Yeah.
door on the street.
yeah.
Not
Well, yeah,
sure.
there is. I mean, there's a cellar that they drop the
Yeah.
barrels down.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
there's like one of those sloped things that comes up,
That's your normal.
and
that takes me to.
We trot it around. Go ahead.
okay. So Ashan, if you roll investigation, then
I don't. It's just a dark, dank room. I don't like it. It's even worse than being indoors.
and you've gone to the kind of door, and there's steps down. And yeah, you've looked around and it's really dark in there, so you can't see anything. And Henrik comes to the top of the stairs and he says, "See, I told you, there is nothing down there."
I start making scary sound while I'm down there just to mess with it.
Okay, go for it.
Let's do it.
So
Did
what
we
you-
loot all the bodies before we throw them down there?
Well, make sure they're looted and cleared, and take the weapons, any weapon. Make sure hidden
Yeah.
stuff as well.
Yeah, okay.
So
Alright,
if
that's
you
fine.
keep all weapons up. I would be tempted to also bind them
Sure.
if they get up in the night.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Tie them up. Start chop their legs off.
So bind their arms and their legs.
I'm not gonna chop anything. That's
No, just
disgusting.
bind them.
Well, it won't take much rope. They're only halflings.
Oh, short jokes.
Okay, so you've bound up the bodies, and he just chucks them down.
No,
Down the stairs.
reverently, kindly.
Kindly, okay, all right. Okay, so let's say you've tied them up then, and
I
you've
just laid them out. I mean, swaddled them, wrapped them in old sheets, just to,
yeah,
just to be respectful, even though they tried to kill us.
okay, that's fine. So Henrik, you come back up the stairs, and Henrik slams the door and locks it, and then he kind of pats it slightly, and he says, "Rogan, protect us." He says, "Right then," he says, "So, do you want me to see you to your rooms, or are you gonna have another drink? It's up to you."
Henrik.
I'd like to.
We want to go to
Right.
bed.
I would like another drink, but I would like to know more about this Rogan.
Yes, I would too.
All right, okay, all right. And he says, Rogan is our god, and he's worshipped by a lot of people in this city and in the continent as a whole, in this realm. He protects us. He looks after us, and we do we do all the rituals for the dead, so that he protects us. And he's a benevolent god.
It's not one of the gods I've come across before. I think he might be more widely known.
Well, I thought he was quite widely known, but I don't know, maybe not. Some
You
say
see-
he's just a figment of everybody's imagination.
There isn't all gods, even though we follow them.
Yeah.
We follow something we believe in. You follow Rogan. I follow Elona. I don't know who he's got.
I follow my tummy.
There is only one person I believe in, and that is myself.
And so we should believe in ourselves as well.
Mhm.
Beginning to doubt. Rogan, you say you do all the rituals. How long, since when, have bodies been rising?
That's a good question. I don't know. You'd have to ask Elias, I think. He knows more about it than I do. All I know is that I go to temple, every rest day I go to temple, and I say my prayers to Rogan, and he brings me customers, and he blesses my mead for me. That's all I know.
A god that brings customers. Well, maybe I could be converted to that.
But you know, when you believe in something, you
all
just
have to
do.
believe in something.
It has a very weird downside. So if you don't listen very well or what, you become an undead?
It does feel like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, what is up with that?
Look,
It's
it's
a
all
weird
very
guy.
complicated.
It is. It's an awkward god. You listen to me, I give you what you want. Don't listen to me, or you don't do exactly what I want, you become an undead.
Yeah, I just want to know how long this has been happening, because surely it's... I mean, children missing. I mean, yeah, I've been in the wilds for I don't know how long now. We've seen something strange and these creatures that I don't know there after we tried to burn Darren. I don't think he's going to rest, is he now?
No, and that makes me uneasy about what happens to Daisy.
We didn't saw any children play or...
No.
That is a good point.
Where are the
Did you
children?
There was a child that looked out a door of a house. Pulled her back
That was
in.
the only one.
So they're protecting their children. So why are the children being taken? Is it these creatures taking the children? I can't remember.
I think one... Perhaps we should just deal with one issue at a time. The dead bodies and... Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to move on to the mysterious missing children, the dead rising after that, and solve those.
I think yes.
Maybe the children are sacrificed to get the others to get them alive again.
I was going to say, I think the children could be a sacrifice, because it'd be an innocent sacrifice, so
Yeah.
it could be part of a whole bigger ball game.
But a benevolent god wouldn't, even without...
Who says he's benevolent? I don't believe any of it.
Well,
Barton, you said that because he repented at the end, he had to have the ritual. What happens if you don't repent, don't live in his eyes? What happens then? Is there a difference?
Nobody really knows. Nobody really knows, right? Some people say that it's Rogan. Some people say that it's not. Basically, I think it must have been a couple of decades ago, right? Everybody started getting these headaches. And every time a good person, or someone who'd repented, or someone who'd not part of the wild gang, not part of, the bad people, if you let them die, you get this intense headache, and it hurts, and nobody knows why. There's,
it's only started 2 decades ago.
Well, the pains only started a few decades ago, but the wild gang and the spectres, that's been going on for, I don't know how long. Ever since I was a child.
Spectres?
So you're telling me over 20 years of knowledge, you know jack shit?
Hey, I'm just a simple barman.
Barmans I know in my local town, they know everything about everything.
Yeah, well, I don't exactly have many customers now, do I?
No, don't
Something
dare.
occurs to me. When we encountered Dave's father and he died, we didn't get any kind of headache or anything on those lines, did we?
No.
But when we went to the tower...
We had headaches.
Did we?
Yeah, there was a moment but nobody had died at that point as far as I was aware.
No, not yet,
away?
no.
How far away from Wild were you when he died?
How
It's
far
just a
away were we?
question.
It's by that little tower, isn't it?
Yes.
That's when we had the head.
Because
That's when
we got psychic damage when we hit
That's
that
it.
tower.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
psychic damage as well at the tower, and that's when our heads started going a bit wonky.
But I mean,
kind of-
Darren was dead at that point, but dead by that point.
That kind of suggests that there's a range to this thing.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because You go the other side of the mountains and nobody complains about headaches the other side of the mountains.
To
And
the
I would,
other
I
side.
don't know how far towards the coast, but it seems to be people around here, mostly.
Localized. Interesting.
Mm,
Wow, that's a pretty big range. What kind of...
it sounds to me like that source is somewhere down in the cellars with the rats.
Yes,
They're
it
just a
is.
gang. They're a thieving gang, aren't they?
Maybe they stole
Yeah,
something by
facts.
accident.
They got some kind of magical force going on. My goblin senses tell me.
Henrik, you mentioned the word spectres. Is that the Dead Rising?
Look, that's what we call them. That's what
Okay,
we call
thank
them.
you.
We call them the
Thank you.
spectres because we don't know what else to call them. I mean, they're just like they. It's weird. The bodies kind of, you know, the graves are emptied, completely emptied, right? And then you just kind of sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you see these spectres, these strange. They look like they're solid forms, like they're the bodies of the people, but you try to like. I've heard of people, you know, trying to kind of grapple them to the ground and attack them, and they just kind of dissolve into strange mist. It's very bizarre. It's like they're real and they look tangible, and then as soon as you kind of attack them, they just
So they're not-
disappear
they're
into
not-
a strange kind of
And what do
mist.
they do to the people?
And they don't seem to do anything. I mean, they're terrifying. I don't
Kind of
know.
illusion magic or something?
Magic weapons needed.
So I asked you that question ages ago, and now you're telling me they are spectral.
I'm sorry, Mr. Goblin, I didn't hear you.
Oh yes, you did, you horrible little man.
Frank!
Sorry.
Look, okay, look, I'm tired, right? I've had my bar's open, my bar's been open all day, right? I've got blood everywhere that I need to clean up before I can go to bed, right?
I'll help you with that.
So, either I'll show you to your rooms, I'll tell you whatever you want to know tomorrow. As far as I know, I will help you tomorrow. But I am tired, I am cranky, and I haven't had my own dinner yet.
We never had ours on half a cheese roll, right? Yet.
Aw.
Henrik, I'll help you with clearing up.
Well, that would be much appreciated, lady.
Then I will help too. That's not a problem.
Yeah, so will I.
The goblin starts peeing on the floor to wash off the blood.
He says, oi, what's
God.
you doing?
I'm helping too.
I'm not cleaning Dad. That's one thing for
Henrik,
sure.
Henrik comes over to you, Crank, and he grabs you by the scruff of the neck and he picks you up, and your pee's going all on the floor. And he
Oh.
it's like, you disgusting little. And he dumps you in a water barrel behind the bar.
First bath in ages.
Alright, so the bar's all nice and clean now, and
Yeah. Go to bed. Eat,
Yeah.
go eat, drink, go to bed.
okay.
Yep, agreed.
Are you going to
Make sure-
take
Agreed.
I would like to see a couple of tables put in front of the door there,
Mm-hmm.
and possibly even sitting on the stairwell or the hatch or whatever it is to the cellar.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. So you move everything across the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's fine. And Henrik says to you, don't worry. He says that cellar's pretty safe. You'll be all right. And they are dead for
Yes,
now.
I've heard that
So
before.
We do need to take shifts in watching. We can't sleep.
Oh,
Yes,
indeed.
I do agree with that. For my barrel of water.
Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
Perfect height.
Oh my God.
You got any soap?
well,
Yeah,
you know what?
sure.
I got this nice soap. It smells like roast beef. It was something that it was something I got from Elaine over in the Blissful Bubbles bathhouse. She's a funny one, that, but she gave me this soap. It's quite nice, actually. You can bathe in it and then eat it afterwards.
Tasty, thank you. Yeah, these are death eyes going straight at you.
Nice.
Right, yeah. I'll take first watch.
Okay.
Oh, actually,
Alright.
I'm not actually healthy, but not that healthy.
Do you want me to stay with you, Ashan?
Everybody needs to split up and sleep. I don't think any of us can. I think we're all non-elf, aren't we?
I'm still a bit shaken. I'm going to bed. Because it was not so funny to have somebody jump on top of you and try to kill you.
I'm drying my armpits with a bum's bath towel.
Oh, God.
Wiping my ass with it too, giving it back to you.
You're cleaning that pee, by the way.
Find a spot where I can see everything and just kind of hunker down there and wrap myself up in my cloak.
Oh, haven't we got a room to go to then? Are we all sleeping in downstairs?
Henrik says, yeah, come this way. I'll take you up to your rooms then, those of you that want to come.
Oh, that's so lovely. Sure.
I'm going to stay down here.
Yeah, I'm going to stay down here too.
Okay.
I actually don't want to leave the
Well,
group.
I'll do my first.
Yeah, I
watch.
know, but I was hoping you're maybe just shoot fireballs when I'm there from top of you.
I turn to Miriana and say, don't forget you owe me a silver for earlier on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and. I actually don't have any money, but I don't know why. I think I just spent it all on my gear.
Well, I can give you the coin, then you can pay him, so...
Okay.
Is that okay?
That's
Alright. Fair deal.
to my character sheet earlier after I made that bet comment. I'm like, wait a minute, never mind, I don't have any money.
So you're all gonna sleep downstairs? Fine.
No,
I think
watching and go upstairs and.
I think we should all stick together with what's going on, because if someone's doing watch and we're taking it in to quickly warn the other people.
Alright. I'm gonna sleep around.
I mean, maybe we could just get some blankies from the rooms and take
Yeah.
it down and make wells on the floor. It's just if we stick together, then we can look after.
So,
Yeah, agreed.
you're the little goblin. Oh no, you peed around here. I'm gonna sleep here. That's it. I'm gonna sleep there. Behind a bar.
Okay.